Hello, everybody. How are ya? Hope you're doing wonderful in every part of the world you are living. Have a lovely weekend. Hey, everyone. Hey, everyone. This is Mo again with another episode of Business Talks from Brisbane, Australia. And tonight is 10 p.m., around 10 p.m. here in Australia, Brisbane, and another part of the world. Maybe good afternoon, good morning, good evening. So, to every single one of you, and hope you're doing wonderful. Uh, for tonight, I've decided to ask one of the most successful digital business owners, originally coming from the UK, but living at the moment in Spain, Tenerife Island. So let's go straight away to Spain, a lovely country, and Natalie McKerrigan here with us tonight. So
Hi,
I am Natalie. How are you? Hope you're
I'm
doing
re-
well.
I'm really good. Thank you so much for
Awesome.
inviting
How you
me.
going? How is everything going in the Spain, Tenerife Island?
It's lovely. It's still really hot, but
Yeah.
really lovely. Yeah.
That would be perfect. That would be a perfect one of the most, if I'm not mistaken, wonderful places in Spain is Tenerife Island because it's a wonderful weather, wonderful climate, and yeah, you have chosen one of the best islands in the world.
Yeah.
Congratulations!
Yeah.
Awesome.
365 days of sun. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't go wrong.
absolutely. Yes, because we are here in Australia, Brisbane is pretty wonderful weather as well because we've got, let's say, most of the time. Actually, it is my choice, my cup of tea, but maybe it's not a cup of tea for somebody else. But yeah, most of the time are let's say sunny weather without, let's say, having any cold weather at all. So it is wonderful for me and for my family. Yeah, we are joining here as well, and we are, let's say, enjoying very much while living in here, Brisbane. It's kind of like heaven, and yeah, it's pretty amazing. And yeah, I'm so happy for that. So, could you please let us know about your details, about your background, about where you're coming from originally? Of course, I've already told that, but yeah, it's better to let the audience know about your background. What were you doing before joining this online business that you're doing at the moment, and yeah, what are you doing at the moment? And
Yeah,
yeah.
sure, of course. So, yeah, I am from the UK. I'm from a little city in the north of the UK, which is Chester. But
Mm.
I spent a lot of my life working in London. So before I started the business, I was actually in corporate management and
Awesome. Oh.
yeah, looking after. Yeah, I was um, corporate management in corporate property, so
Mm.
office spaces. So it's quite interesting because I was working in the industry that was leading towards the digital nomad life. It was for co-working spaces and small businesses and startups, and I did that for years. But London's really crazy. It's a
Absolutely.
crazy place. It's an amazing city. I love London. But working there, it just
Absolutely.
drains all. It takes your time. It really does, especially the higher you climb in
Yeah.
your career. So I decided basically enough is enough, and left that world. But I knew I
Mm.
had to have something else. I knew I had to have something else. You can't just leave a job and not go to something else. And that's when I discovered this business. And yeah, I became a digital business owner, and I haven't looked back since then. So I've been doing it for about a year and a half now. And yeah,
Awesome.
it's amazing.
Absolutely, absolutely precious because you've, let's say, left your 9 to 5 job and you have stepped out of your comfort zone in order to, let's say, pursue your dreams and, yes, chase with your dreams in the online world. And this is pretty appreciable. So, for those of you guys who are not familiar with me, this is Mo. I'm 35-year-old from Brisbane, Australia. I migrated to Australia in 2020 with my wife and my daughter. We're a family of three, and by profession I'm a supply chain specialist and at the same time an online entrepreneur. And yeah, this for me the main reason, the main why for joining this online business, for choosing this online business, is my family, because family comes first for me. And yeah, as a breadwinner, I was always engaged with, I was always thinking about having a reliable source of income, because I used to work 10 to 12 hours average, 6 days a week in Iran. Then, and because I'm originally coming from Iran, sorry to forget to tell you that. But yeah, it was very hard for me because I didn't have enough time at all to, let's say, have with my family, with my daughter, with my wife. And yeah, we didn't have any, let's say, kind of enjoyment. We didn't have any kind of fun time together. And, in Iran, we are working from Saturday to Thursdays almost. And yeah, I was working 6 days a week, between average 10 to 12 hours a day. So it was very burning out, and I was completely burned out. And that was one of the main reasons that we left Iran, because we didn't have any opportunities out there for the futures because of the financial problems that we were dealing with. Unfortunately. But yeah, when we came here in Australia, the situation got a little bit better, but I was still working 10 hours a day. But the cost of living in this countries like the UK, Australia, the United States, and Canada is pretty high. And yeah, for example, 3 to 5 grants per month, and annually a 5-figure of 75 to 80K is not the, let's say, things that you are after, and you will not be able to think about your dreams, let alone, let's say, fulfilling them. So that was the reason that I ended up having financial difficulties. I ended up running in circles with my financial difficulties. And yeah, I realized at the end of the day, so that it's not the case. And if you wanted, for example, to continue the other, let's say, way, working in offline space only, it wouldn't be impossible. Let's say, would be impossible for us to fulfill our dreams. So I decided finally to step out of my comfort zone and try the other, let's say, opportunities out there. And I searched a lot, and I was trying different opportunities before joining this online business, like Amazon, Shopify, cryptocurrency. Unfortunately, none of them was working for me, because there was a lot of kind of, let's say, uncertainty, or let's say the volatility around these online businesses. And so a lot of overhead in terms of the time, in terms of the, let's say, amount of energy that you're going to put, but nothing going to be come back, and nothing going to be, let's say, received in response, in return. So but yeah, this online business and checked off my list completely in terms of the legitimacy, in terms of the, let's say, in volatility, in terms of flexibility, time flexibility, that we want to talk about it specifically in this live webinar tonight. So, and in terms of the amount of income, 5 figures income, that at the end of the day, when the business is set up completely, you're going to have it. So yeah, it was completely promising and fulfilling for me. And I'm pretty let's say, happy and amazed and blissful that I've chosen this online business, and thanks God every day for putting these online business opportunities in front of my way. So Natalie, could you please a little bit, let's say, more tell you about your why, and let's say, if you didn't start this online business, if you didn't join this online business, what would you do? What would you do to pursue your dreams? And what would you and what did you find these online business opportunities that you, let's say, chose to be an online entrepreneur?
Yeah. Okay. So much like yourself, I didn't really elaborate when I was talking about London. It was, I was doing very similar hours to you. And even when I came out of work and not in the physical workspace, I would constantly be working and worrying and thinking about what I'd need to do. And much like yourself, it completely burnt me out. So my why was basically getting my health, my mental health, my time back, my freedom back, basically, because I was completely consumed in work. And I don't have a family. I don't have children. I'm not married. It was purely for me, because I found I was just drilling myself into the ground, and I was just losing everything around me. It was just kind of crumbling. So my massive why was to get my time back and go into something that allowed me the freedom and flexibility that you're talking about exactly with this business. I didn't look for an online business when I first came into it. It wasn't something I ever thought I could do. I genuinely thought, I can't do that. I know nothing about online business. I know nothing about digital business. But I was introduced to it by someone who was already in the business itself and was doing really and very successful in it. So being from the UK as well, we are renowned to be skeptical. And I still stand as a skeptical person. I am a skeptical person. So I looked into it and I was like, oh gosh, is this real? Is this legitimate? Is this, I was terrible. I was so
Most of the
mistrusting.
UK guys are a little bit skeptical about this online business or about any online businesses out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I've got
exactly.
plenty of guys in UK, in my friends and in my business, let's say team, that are a little bit skeptical at the moment at the beginning, but after joining this online business, they found that it's completely legal and legible. Yeah.
Well, this is it. So I mean, I took the first leap into it and I basically just researched. And I think if I could give advice to anyone who wants to go into the digital space, just do your research. I spoke to people doing the business. I asked a million questions, and it was very quick when I realized that this was the real deal, and people were just enjoying life with it, achieving goals that they have always wanted to achieve, and were truly successful in it. And that's when I knew that it was for me. So I jumped in and I became a digital business owner. And I just find my why has pretty much come true. I'm living in Tenerife. I work wherever I want. I have the flexibility. I have the freedom. I am at full health again. I kind of found myself again. So yeah, my why is basically
Very
that
awesome.
flexibility and freedom.
Yeah, very awesome, very brilliant. Yeah, you're truly, enjoying your life to the full at the moment by living in Tenerife Island, one of the most beautiful islands in the world. And at the same time, your digital business is running a background and earning you, let's say, you're earning a lot of monies and what are the main features of this online business, Natalie, that you're talking about? That resembling the time freedom and the flexibility, specifically speaking. So, but what are your point of view? I mean, about this, and let us know about your point of view about, let's say, the main features in this regard.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing you covered, the first thing, it works in the background. It never stops running. So I've recently actually just been away. I've just been to Italy, and you can't physically work in the air because you have no internet. But it didn't stop my business. I was still growing in the background, and it was amazing. And it gave me the ability to as well enjoy my time when I was there. I didn't have to worry about what was going on in work and what have you. It was just constantly there. It was constantly carrying on, doing the business for me whilst I was sipping an Aperol spritz and eating pasta. But there are so many aspects of the business that are amazing. So saying that I never thought I could do an online digital business, I certainly couldn't if I didn't have the tools that this business gives us. The training platform is outstanding. It literally starts you from scratch and teaches you how to build a successful business. And it's always there as well. It's always being updated. We're always learning new things, different platforms. And it makes it possible for everyone at any level, because I'm not tech savvy at all. I was working with emails before that's all I was doing. But now, it makes it possible for everyone of like every age, every ability, obviously above the age of 18, and living in any kind of situation. It's amazing in that, anyone can do that.
Absolutely, yes. Because on top of everything that you said, I want to add something. And this is the, let's say, because when you're talking about, let's say, time freedom or flexibility, we are meaning that. I mean, it's mean literally that you cannot do it at your own pace, at your own time, whenever you are. Let's say wherever you are, whenever you are, let's say, able to do that, and it is completely possible, and this is completely, let's say, dependent on the amount of time that you're gonna put on your business, and it is not, for example, any requirement, any pre-requirement that, for example, a certain amount of time should be put on your own business. Of course, if you are putting a lot of time, if you are putting more time, you're going to get more results, and you're going to get, let's say, the results sooner than the others. But sooner or later, let's say more or less, you're going to get the results, and it completely depends on the amount of time that you're going to put. But it is not at all necessary to, for example, put a certain amount of time. Of course, for the beginning, when you are passing the trainings, when you're checking off the training modules, is around, I reckon, around 2 hours a day would be enough. But after that, if your fundamentals are pretty good, let's say, put in your own business and for your own business, it will be possible for you, for example, to even check it out every 2 or 3 days, let's say, a week. But having said that, it's a matter of flexibility, because we are offering you guys all the tools, all the training modules about how to make advertisements, in 6 social medias, including Google, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Instagram. And but you're not advertising about any kind of products or services at all. And this is the striking difference with, let's say, Amazon, Shopify, dropshipping, or other marketing solutions, online marketing, or even offline marketing solutions out there, because they are all dealing with goods themselves. I mean, the guys that are doing that online businesses, if you have not done yourself, maybe you have heard about it from your relatives, from your family, from your friends. But the guys that are doing this online business, because I was in let's say, doing that let's say, kind of business for a period of time myself. So I was really let's say, annoyed when I had to sell some products, when I had to search for some products, getting the prices, let's say, talking, or let's say, dealing with the buyers, sellers, and all the hassles of stocking the goods, or let's say, tagging the prices or something like that. It was crazy. And I wasn't the salesperson at all. And if you are not a salesperson, even if you are a salesperson, doesn't matter, because as Natalie said, truly, and in this business model is not, let's say, having any kind of requirements apart from being 18+-year-old, because this is the legal age for paying the tax. So apart from these requirements, these age requirements, there is no kind of, let's say, requirements, any other requirements. I mean, there is no need to be tech savvy. There is no need to be, let's say, have a previous experience of doing any kind of businesses out there, because we've got a lot of mompreneurs, a lot of stay-at-home moms. Yes. It's absolutely awesome. It is absolutely mind-blowing features that this online business models is offering. And based on the training modules that we are offering you guys, and you're going to have full access to the training modules when you're joining this online business. You are being taught from the scratch how to make a profile, even in Facebook, how to make a profile even in, let's say, other social media. So there is no need, as Natalie said, there is no need to be tech savvy, or there is no need to have a previous, let's say, prior any kind of business experience at all, because it is completely possible for anybody that joining this online business. Because most of the guys, I mean, there are more than 97,000 people that are doing this online business at the moment, and there is almost, let's say, adding to these numbers on a daily basis, around 200 or 250, if I'm not mistaken, people who are joining us online on a daily basis. So it's completely possible for you guys, if you're, let's say, sitting on the fence at the moment and are watching us. Please make it a try, give it a try. It is absolutely free of any kind of charge. It is absolutely free of any kind of risk. And if you are a seed fencer, if you don't have any kind of idea about running an online business or making online, it is completely made for you. This is the best business online opportunities, or let's say the business opportunities out there. Doubtless.
Absolutely. And it's especially with everything going on as well. That 97,000 number that you just said of this community, did it triple in 2020? I think it just
absolutely
when the pandemic hit and everything, and people were uncertain about work and what have you, we were kind of forced to go online as well, which is happening all the time right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it really is the place to be now, to be online, because
it's really booming, Natalie.
yeah,
In
100%.
COVID, in pandemic that we've got during the past recent 2 years, unfortunately, a lot of businesses stood up, let's say, stood down and closed up, and let's say wind down, and they're not working anymore.
No.
But the online space, the online businesses out there, they're booming more and more because there are a lot of people that are doing working, or let's say, from home, and yeah, it is completely possible for them to not only
Yeah.
working from, for example, on their 9 to 5 businesses, or even, for example, if they've got stood down, if they got laid off, it is completely possible for them to be online and working, let's
Yeah.
say, online and making online, because when you're working online, there is no need to be, let's say, physically present somewhere, any
Yeah.
places. And
Exactly.
that's main reason that the online businesses, and specifically this business model that we are offering you guys, it is completely booming. And yeah, as Natalie said, it's around triples, let's say,
It's something like that. I think it was something like that from when I
somehow.
started. It's just grown, and it's like at least 200, well, 170 to 200, 250 people are joining every day, and it's mind-blowing. It really
Absolutely
is.
mind-blowing. Absolutely mind-blowing. So there is 3 steps, and Natalie, please let us know about the 3 steps that everybody can, let's say, have in order to join this online business, because we want to wrap up the discussion. It was a
Yeah.
pretty good discussion. So for the wrap up, let's say, please let us audience know about the steps that they're gonna, let's say, take in order to join this online business and check it out.
Yeah, sure. So as you can see, I think on Mo's screen, you can see his website there. I'll drop mine in the chat as well. But the first stage is visiting our websites. And there is a free webinar that you can watch. It's about 90 minutes long, absolutely no cost, like I said. It tells you more about the business itself, because for me and Mo to actually try and go into the full details, we would be here for about 10 hours trying to tell you. So
Absolutely.
we've got this succinct video that explains to you what we do. And then at the end, there's an option to opt in. And it's 30-day money back guarantee if you want to get a refund. But it gives you then 30 days to do your research, like I said I did. So you can meet the community, which is incredible, something we actually haven't touched on, Mo, but we probably should have. This 97,000 community are all there to support each other. And you can ask any one of them people their experience of the business. And do your research at that point. If it's not for you, absolutely fine, let us know. And the money will be refunded to you. If it is for you, then you just move forward and you become a digital business owner. And from there, that's when we open up all the training for you that we've been talking about, everything else that is there to hand to help you become successful. So they are the 3 stages.
Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right. Yeah, because as you truly said, yeah, there is almost, not almost completely say, let's say, any free of any kind of charges. The first step and the
The
second
first
step.
step, yeah.
Yeah, because it is, let's say, completely refundable during the 1 month after paying this amount. So. For everybody that are watching us, if you don't have any idea, it is a franchising model. We are providing you every let's say, tools and services you are needing to shine and to success in your life, in your business, in your online business, and making online income completely legal, because you're paying tax for this online business model.
Yeah.
Unlike some other online businesses out there that the, let's say, income is not so clear, but this let's say, online business income is completely clear and legal, and you're paying tax for it. So thank you, guys. Thank you, Natalie, for your time. I reckon that you're having a lot of business, a lot of, let's say, business at the moment. And yeah, I want to let you know and let you do that business out there. So yeah, thank you so much for your time, and hope you're very wonderful, let's say, Sunday ahead. And yeah, hope you're everybody doing well in your lovely weekend. For those of you guys in Western Hemisphere, it's around, let's say, Saturday morning. And yeah, hope you're doing a very wonderful let's say Saturday and Sunday ahead. And yeah, for those of you guys in the UK, in Europe, hope you're hope you're having a very wonderful Sunday ahead. Thank you so much, Natalie. If you're let's say if you want to have a let's say final thing, please let us know.
I just want to say thank you for inviting me to interview. Yeah, and it is Saturday here for me, about 1 o'clock. So I'm going to enjoy my weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Enjoy your weekend, everybody, and love you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.